Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing the post-match thoughts after Bournemouth versus Coventry. It finished 4-1, George. Would you say that was a fair result?
Yeah, to be fair, I predicted 3-1 loss before the game, and Bournemouth, they're a class above us, aren't they? Really, they are like a Premier League side. Massive difference, in quality.
Absolutely. And they're one of the teams we're still playing that have got something to play for. They're obviously trying to seal the playoffs. It's not like playing a mid-table team.
No, definitely, yeah, that's right. I think, we was always going to struggle, really, weren't we?
Didn't expect a lot today, did we?
No, I don't think any Cov fan went into that game thinking we're going to get some points here. Just it wasn't going to happen, was it? Their team's too good, they're too solid. And we've been ripped apart by Dan Juma on their left side. 2
goals and an assist.
Mate, he just smacked us apart.
Every time they was attacking it, they looked like scoring, didn't they?
Yeah, and do you know what as well? And Pask got injured, and we hope Pask is all right. We don't know what the situation is there, but Jordan Thompson came on, and Josh Eccles is playing out on the right side. He puts Jordan Thompson on the right side of centre back, and I feel like
got ripped apart.
That's harsh. Do you know what I mean?
Youngsters.
Two youngsters. Josh Eccles, what's his second or third game? Jordan Thompson's first league game. And I'm thinking Dan Juma's contributed to 3 goals here, and you're putting 2 18-year-olds in the frame to have a go at Dan Juma. What's that about? Do you know what I mean? I just think, I don't know. I think he's got a few things wrong there, because that's going to crush a bit of their confidence, isn't it? Jordan Thompson's come in here and just been destroyed. It's harsh. I actually thought Josh Eccles was alright for parts of that game, but
yeah, the youngsters are trying to do what they can. But when you're against a team like Bournemouth, it's always going to be tough, isn't it?
Do you think, just to throw a spanner in the works, do you think that maybe he's resting players ahead of the Rotherham game?
I mean, how much rest do you want?
Perhaps. I mean, it's not till Thursday, but it's a big game. Obviously, today's result has basically left us thinking it's all on the Rotherham game.
It is all on the Rotherham game.
It's massive. They drew today against Huddersfield. We'll look at the other results in just a second and the table. But after today, just a little bit the old frailties at the back have come up again.
Yeah, but we can't take anything from that game, because we knew we were going to get beat. They're a class above us, as George has said. There was no way we were taking anything from that game. So even because we've lost, what was it, 4-1? Even because we've lost 4-1, it doesn't matter. We knew it was going to happen. Because it's happened, it doesn't change anything. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't. We were going to get battered. It's one of them. It's done, innit? Move on now. The big one is Rotherham.
Absolutely.
We can't take anything from that. If Rotherham, I've said this throughout the live stream, is a 6-pointer.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things, we cannot afford a draw or a loss. We have to win. And I feel like if we do win, we'll save our season.
Absolutely. Just looking at them scores today, obviously, we'll just talk about the teams down the bottom for now. Birmingham won. I think they're staying up now. Let's have a look. Derby lost. They're still not safe. We'll go to the table in a second. Huddersfield Rotherham was a draw. That was interesting. Both Wednesday and Wycombe lost, which just pushes them a little bit closer, because they both won last week. But now that defeat for both of them just pushes them
down, though,
a little bit closer. Yeah, so it really is all eyes on Rotherham for us now. If we jump on that table, we are the team just above them, 6 points above. They play QPR on the Tuesday, then they play us. Worst case scenario, they win both, they go ahead of us.
I mean, yeah, we can't look at that really, though, can we? Because the only thing we can control is how we play against them. We can't just think about they're going to get 6 points in the next 2 games. They have got to play QPR next, and QPR they're in a pretty good run of form. They smacked us up, and I feel like they're going to probably do the same against Rotherham, and just they'll pan them as well. But I honestly, I would see us beating Rotherham, but I can quite easily see Rotherham doing the damage to us as well. So I think our season, the whole entirety of it, rests on that one game.
It's a very high pressure game, isn't it?
Absolutely.
We win that game.
We're talking about that game, and we were saying in the stream, is a draw enough?
No, of course it's not.
It's not enough.
We can't afford it. We win that game. They've still got 3 games in hand on us, but it's 9 points. We're ahead. They have to win all 3. It's not going to happen.
Well, one of them's before, obviously, the QPR one. That's one. So they'll be down to 2 games in hand.
Sorry, yeah, that's my bad.
Yep.
We have to win. It's quite simple. If we draw,
if we want to keep it in our hands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If we draw, we're basically handing them a chance. We're saying, here you are, go for it. Do you know what I mean? You've got your games in hand. Why don't you take this now and think, yeah, we can do this? That's ridiculous. We have to go out there and batter them. Absolutely. If we play the same team we played today, I don't think they'll do it.
No, maybe a change is needed.
One thing I will say is, I don't know if we set up with a back 3 or a back 5 or what, but I think we play better with a back 4. I did mention it in the stream earlier. I think when we play with a more defensive back four, we can defend so much better. I would have liked to see, obviously Paskey, he just went off injured. I'd probably like to see McFadzean, Hyam, Ostigard right back, McCallum left back.
Ostigard right back.
Yeah, because I think he did play right back, didn't he, against Bristol City?
Yeah, I feel like he is stronger as a centre back though. So I mean, the concern is as well. Obviously, Pask. Let's hope his injury's not bad. But even if it's not as bad as it looks, I still think he'll be out for Thursday.
Yeah.
Who comes in, because it could be Da Costa. And we're not particularly keen.
Is Hyam still injured then?
Hyam might be around. Rose might be around if you wanted to shuffle it. But they might have to change the formation if they don't want to put Da
I
Costa.
would go 4 as well. I would go 4 back. Because then I think you can take one of the defenders out today and put Hamer in. For
I'd
example.
go 4-3-1-2. That's what I would do.
Yeah, something like that. And then I wouldn't have Godden.
Okay.
I wouldn't have Godden. I'd have either Gyökeres or Biamu. I just think you need that discrepancy in height. Do you know what I mean? Because I think Biamu's very good at link-up play.
Biamu, I would.
Like Tyler Walker, we saw it today. He wanted to get a few shots off. Obviously, they didn't go in or whatever, but he actually looked like he wanted to do something. Godden was not the same.
No.
He looked scared to have a shot, and that was it was quite sad to see, to be honest, because he's like I like Godden. I think he's been a good player for us, but up in the Championship when he's not trying to take a shot, what are you going to do? Because he's not exactly blessed with pace, strength, or height. So
I did say this though. People were saying, "Oh yes, we've got Godden back. Our season's going to turn around now." I did say it realistically. I don't think Godden's going to do a whole lot this season.
He's not.
I think his season's over. He might come back next season, but this season he's not going to do a whole lot.
Possibly.
It takes a long time to get
to build it
fitness,
up.
doesn't
Yeah, and he's kind of coming into it as the season's coming to an end, which
Exactly.
is a bit frustrating.
Yeah.
And after Rotherham, it's Barnsley at home. I mean, they're in the playoffs. That's a tough one.
Just forget that one as well. Like,
Really?
Just forget it. Like we got to forget about these games, like the Bournemouth and the Barnsleys. Chances that we've just, like you said in the stream, it's a free hit. If you get panned, you get panned. But let's just go for it. Try and get something out of it. You can't shut up shop because it just won't work.
Right.
Like it's not going to work. These teams will break you down and beat you.
Yeah.
Like we didn't do it today, but like if we did it today, the result would have been the same. We'd have got smacked. Like they controlled 70% of that game.
Yeah,
battered.
over 70. And obviously, a final word. Credit to Bournemouth today.
No, honestly, they were so good.
They make the playoffs, don't they?
Yeah, they make the playoffs, no problem over Reading, isn't it? They'll make the play. Just got to say that they'll make the playoffs over Reading, but I think they look good. I think me and you we're in agreement. It would be Brentford and Bournemouth in the playoff final.
Yeah, I still
We'll
think
wait
that.
and
What
see,
are you
won't
saying?
I suppose we'll wait and see who plays who in the semi-finals. But
Okay.
I could see Brentford and maybe Bournemouth. Yeah, if they're not playing each other in the semis.
But I think they were really good today.
Premier League quality.
Yeah, I mean
they're a Premier League side. Aren't they?
That centre midfield pairing they had today, Jack Wilshere and Philip Billing, is disgusting.
Too good for the Championship.
That's way too good for the Championship.
Yeah.
They were a very good team. They played us off the park. We didn't get a look in. I mean, let's give Matty James credit for a goal.
Yeah, I was just going to say
It was a good strike.
final thing to mention is Coventry's goal, which came in the 3rd minute. Matty James, good free kick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
It's good to see a free kick being scored from Coventry player, isn't it?
Right,
Shame it was in vain. So that's it from us, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and get your comments down below. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.